In this lecture, we are going to discuss about crystal field splitting of d orbitals in square planar complexes. In the previous few lectures, we already discussed the crystal field splitting of d orbitals in octahedral and in tetrahedral complexes. So we know that in octahedral complex, the d orbitals are splitted into the two groups, that is T2g orbital and EG orbital. In tetrahedral complex, the 5d orbitals are splitted into the two groups, that is into the T2 orbital, higher energy orbital, and E orbital, lower energy orbital. So in presence of the surrounding ligand field, the metal d orbitals are splitted into the number of the groups. The 5d orbitals cannot remain into the degenerate state. The degeneracy of that 5d orbitals is removed due to the surrounding ligand field. Now, I would like to discuss here the crystal field splitting of d orbitals in square planar complexes. The crystal field splitting in square planar complexes can be better explained by considering an octahedral complex. Because we know the octahedral complex. In octahedral complex, there are 6 ligands around the central metal ion. And we know that the metal 5d orbitals are splitted into the two groups. In an octahedral complex, all the ligands are at the equal distance from the central metal. If two trans ligands which are lying along the z-axis are slightly moved away from the central metal. Let us show first the octahedral complex here. The octahedral complex where are 6 ligands are bonded to the metal. So the two trans ligands, metal is at the center. The two trans ligands, these are the two trans ligands, and the 4 ligands are along the x and y axis. So this is octahedral complex. Okay. So in an octahedral complex, all the ligands are at the equal distance from the central metal. If two trans ligands lying along z axis, so this is the z axis, the two trans ligands lying along the z axis are slightly moved away from the central metal. It means the distance between that ligand and central metal has to be increased. Okay, the distance between the central metal and trans ligands becomes more than that between the metal and the other ligands in the xy plane. This will result in tetragonally distorted octahedral structure. This will result in tetragonally distorted octahedral structure. So let us show this tetragonally distorted octahedral structure. If the two trans ligands along the z-axis are slightly move away from the central metal, okay, slightly move away from the central metal, and the 4 ligands along the xy plane, the 4 ligands along the xy plane, suppose these ligands are along the x and y axis, and it is the z axis. The trans ligands are along the z axis. These are the trans ligands. So if these trans ligands are move away from the central metal, then the degeneracy of the orbitals can be removed here. Let us see. So this will result in tetragonally distorted octahedral structure. And another important reason is that John Taylor effect. This distortion takes place due to the John Taylor effect. which states that a molecule in the degenerate electronic state will be unstable and will undergo a geometrical distortion, which lowers its energy by splitting the degenerate state. In the octahedral complex, we know that the degeneracy of the orbital should be removed. Let us show how this will become. The degeneracy of the orbital should be removed there. So, how that degeneracy should be removed in the octahedral complex. So, we know that by considering the trans ligands who are moving away from the central metal, that is the bond distance between the metal and the ligand will be higher. Okay, and the four ligands who are along the x and y axis, they are closer to the metal. They are closer to the metal. So what happens due to this? The octahedral complex, it is now tetragonally distorted octahedral complex. So whenever such a distortion takes place, the d orbitals in the degenerate state, which d orbitals? Particularly here Eg orbitals. Eg orbitals, that is dz square and dx square minus y square. Dz square and dx square minus y square orbital cannot remain into the degenerate state. So these orbitals are splitted. Degeneracy has to be removed because the trans ligands are moving away from the central metal. So this distance has been increased. And these four ligands now closer. So the effect of the four ligands will be more onto the dx square minus y square orbital. The effect of the four ligands will be more onto the dx square minus y square orbital, and the effect of the two ligands will be less here onto the dz square orbital. Hence, there is a decrease in the energy level of dz square orbital and increase in the energy level of dx square minus y square orbital. So this type of the splitting of the degenerate Eg orbital will be takes place. And this splitting will be takes place because as the distance between the metal and the ligand will be increases along the z axis, and as the distance between the metal and the ligand will be decreases along the x and y axis. So these four ligands are closer to the central metal. Hence, the effect of the ligand field around these orbitals. Which are these orbitals? Dx square minus y square orbital. So these orbitals are mostly affected by the surrounding ligand field. So these 2d orbitals cannot remain into the degenerate state. These orbitals are splitted into the two now, where dz square, it is having the lower energy level, and dx square minus y square, it is having the higher energy level. This is because the complex is now tetragonally distorted octahedral complex. Similarly here, these three orbitals dxy, dyz and dxz. So those orbitals which are having the z component, dyz and dxz, okay, because now there are nearer to the this ligands here, okay. So the effect of the ligand field will be more onto the z component here, okay. So sorry, the effect of the ligand field will be more onto the dxy orbital because they are in between the axis here, dxy orbital. These are the dxy orbital. So the dxy orbital have rise in the energy level, and dyz and dxz orbital, this is dxy orbital, have rise in the energy level, okay, because it is having x and y component even though it is in between the axis, but they are nearer to these ligands. So their energy will be increases here, and dyz and dxz which are away from this ligand, so their energy will be decreases here. So in this way, these orbitals are also splitted here, dyz and dxz. So in this way, in the tetragonally distorted octahedral complex, the splitting will be takes place in this way. This is the splitting in the octahedral complex in the two groups. Now, this is the splitting in the tetragonally distorted octahedral complex. Tetragonally distorted octahedral complex. So, in tetragonally distorted octahedral complex, the two ligands along the z-axis are away from the central metal. So, therefore, dz square orbital have decreased in the energy level here. And dx square minus y square orbital where the four ligands are there, so they are very closer to these orbitals, so this distance will be shorter, so their energy will be increases here. Similarly, in case of the T2G orbital, that is dxy, dz and dxz orbital, the energy of dxy will be increases because they are nearer to these ligands, and the energy of the dz and dxz will be decreases here. So the d orbitals, particularly T2G orbitals and EG orbitals, cannot remain into the degenerate state. They are further splitted into the tetragonally distorted octahedral complex. So let us show this. So you can see, according to the John-Taylor effect, a molecule in the degenerate electronic state will be unstable. Means that is T2G and EG. This electronic state will be unstable and will undergo a geometrical distortion, and which lowers its energy by splitting the degenerate state. So that degenerate state will be splitted there. Okay. So in the tetragonal structure, the metal d orbitals with z component, that is dz square, dxz and dyz, okay, as we have shown in the diagram, will experience a less repulsion. Okay, will experience a less repulsion because the ligands are away from them. And the other 2d orbitals, particularly dx square minus y square and dxy, will experience a more repulsion from the ligands. Okay, therefore, under the influence of the ligands in tetragonal complex, the energies of dz square, dyz and dxz are lowered or decreases, and dx square minus y square and dxy are raised. Okay, so dxz and dyz are lower to the same extent. So therefore, the order of increasing energy of d orbital, it will be now in this way. Order of increasing energy, dxz equal to dyz, lowest energy level, then dxy, then dz square, and topmost it is dx square minus y square orbital. Let us show this in the diagram. I would like to show this. Okay, see here. This is the crystal field splitting in the octahedral complex. Crystal field splitting in the octahedral complex, that is known to us. This is in the octahedral, you can see here. Now this is in the tetragonal. The energy of the dx square minus y square orbital will be increases. The orbitals along the z-axis who are away from the ligand, their energy will be decreases. Now similarly, the T2G orbitals where the dxy orbital, which is nearer to the ligand, its energy will be increases, and remaining two orbitals dyz and dxz, they are now still remain into the degenerate state. So this is the crystal field splitting in the tetragonally distorted octahedral complex. Okay, so the degeneracy will be removed here. The degeneracy will be removed here. So in this way, the splitting in the tetragonal complex will be takes place, or distorted tetrahedral complex will be takes place. So the order of the energy level, it is, you can see here, dxz equal to dyz. Okay, we can write here dxz equal to dyz or dyz equal to dxz. The order of the energy level will be in this way, dyz equal to dxz. We are talking about only tetragonal distorted octahedral complex. Then dxy orbital, then dz square orbital, and last it is dx square minus y square orbital. So in this way, the order of the energy level can be seen. So the important thing is that these three orbitals cannot remain degenerate because they are unstable and therefore they are splitted. Their degeneracy has been removed here. Similarly, in this case, this degenerate orbital, that is dz square and dx square minus y square orbitals, are splitted, and there is a rise in the energy level of the dx square minus y square because they are very close to the ligand, and dz square orbital, it is away from the ligand, so its energy becomes decreases. The same thing will be here. Now I would like to discuss here the crystal field splitting in the square planar complex. Crystal field splitting in the square planar complex. How the crystal field splitting will be expressed in the square planar complex. Now square planar complex can be derived from tetragonal structure by removing completely the two trans ligands along the z axis. We have to remove the two trans ligands because in square planar complex only four ligands are there. So in square planar complex there are only four ligands on the xy plane. Okay, so the loss of two ligands on the z axis. Let us show this diagrammatically. Let us show this diagrammatically in the square planar complex. Draw here the diagram belongs to the square planar complex. First of all, draw the diagram belongs to the tetragonally distorted octahedral complex. The two ligands along the z axis are move away from the central metal. Okay. Now, in a square planar complex, there are no ligands along the z axis. There are no ligands along the z axis. Only four ligands are there. Only four ligands are here. No ligands will be here along the z axis. Okay. So what will be happen this in the distorted octahedral complex? There are ligands along the z axis, but they are away. But in this case, no ligands are here. Only four ligands are there. So the ligands which are along the x and y axis, okay. So the effect of these ligands on the dx square minus y square orbital is more. The effect of the ligands on the dx square minus y square orbital will be higher because now four ligands are very close to the central metal. These four ligands are very close to the central metal. Now there are no ligands here along the z axis. So these four ligands are very close. So the effect of the four ligands onto the dx square minus y square orbital, it is greater. Okay, so what happens due to this? In this case, there is an increase in the energy level of dx square minus y square orbital. And as there are no ligands along the z axis, so there will be decrease in the energy level of the dz square orbital. Okay. On the same time, the T2 orbitals or T2G orbitals, that is dxy, dyz and dxz. So we know that in the tetragonal distorted octahedral complex, dxy is having the higher energy level. Let us show this diagrammatically. Once again, you have to see this diagram. Okay, crystal field splitting in the first octahedral complex. I would like to show this. The 5d orbitals are splitted into the two groups that is known to us, T2G orbital and EG orbital. T2G orbital and EG orbital here. Okay, this is known to us. So this energy gap, it is 10 dq or delta O. Okay, so this is EG orbital. Now, in the tetragonally distorted octahedral complex, as along the z axis the two ligands are away from the central metal, hence there is a splitting of this orbital will be takes place. Splitting of this orbital will be takes place. So EG orbitals are splitted. Now dx square minus y square, it is having higher energy, and dz square, it is having lower energy. So this is dz square orbital. and this is dx square minus y square orbital. Because there are no ligands along the zx, the ligands are away from the this, they are away from the central metal, so less repulsion will be here. So dz square orbital have decreased in the energy level. This is in the tetragonally distorted octahedral complex. Similarly here, the dxy orbital who are here, dxy orbital, okay, so they are also affected by these 4 ligands, so their energy will be increases here. And remaining 2 orbitals such as which is having the z component, dyz and dxz, they are nearer to the z axis, dyz equal to dxz, nearer to the z axis, their energy level will be decreases. So this is the crystal field splitting in the tetragonal distorted octahedral complex, means 6 ligands are here. But now in the square planar complex, there are no ligands along the z axis. The trans ligands has been removed here. Only at the corner of the 4 square, the ligands are there. So which orbital is affected here? Dx square minus y square orbital, which is lies in the direction of the ligands. Okay. So the energy of dx square minus y square orbital is further increases here. The energy of dx square minus y square orbital, it is increases here. Okay. Because the 4 ligands are very close. So the energy of dx square minus y square orbital, it is increases here. Okay. Because there are no ligands along the z axis, so trans ligands are not there, so these ligands are very close to the metal, so these orbitals are mostly affected and more repulsion will be there, so energy of the orbital will be increases here. Now this dz square orbital, as no ligands are there along the z axis, so they are going to be down to some extent. The energy of these orbital will be decreases here. So dz square goes on down. Okay, because no ligands are here along the z axis. Okay, so they are not affected by the ligand field, so their energy level will be decreases here. Now dxy orbital, it is in between the axis here, dxy orbital in between x and y axis, so they are nearer to the ligand, so they are affected here. So the energy of the dxy orbital, it is increases to some extent here. Energy of the dxy orbital, it is increases to some extent. Now dyz and dxz orbitals, there are no ligands here, so their energy will be decreases here. So this is the crystal field splitting in the square planar complex. Okay, dyz and dxz goes down. Okay, dyz and dxz goes down. So this is the crystal field splitting in the square planar complex. So I would like to show this in the diagram here. You can see. Okay. So see here in this diagram. 1 minute. Okay. So you can see here. Okay. See. The energy of dx square minus y square orbital further increases in the square planar complex because the 4 ligands are very close to the central metal. So effect of the ligand field onto the dx square minus y square orbital will be greater. So its energy level further increases here. Now dz square orbital, as there are no ligands along the z axis, totally trans ligands are removed. So its energy level is further decreases, it goes down. While the dxy orbital, it is in between the x and y axis and it is nearer to the ligand, so its energy level becomes increases here. On the same time, dyz and dxz, which is having the z component, no ligands along the z axis, so its energy will be goes down. So you can see here, this is the crystal field splitting in the square planar complexes. Orbitals are splitted to much extent here as compared to the octahedral. Okay, as compared to the octahedral complex, the crystal field splitting will be larger here. They are splitted into the 4 groups. This is one group, this is second group, this is third group, This is fourth group. Now their energy level can be in this way. The energy level of these orbitals will be in this way. Lowest it is dxz equal to dyz. Dxz equal to dyz. Then now dz square go down here. So dz square now here. Then dxy, and topmost it is dx square minus y square orbital. So this is the energy level of the d orbitals in the square planar complex. Delta sp indicates the energy gap between these two, dx square minus y square and dyz dxz, lowest energy orbital. Sp stands for square planar. So this diagram shows that delta O is very, very less than delta Sb. So it means in the square planar complex only there are 4 ligands along the x and y axis, but crystal field splitting is greater as compared to the octahedral complex. The orbitals are splitted too much. So to explain the square planar complex, or to understand the square planar complex splitting, we should be aware about the distorted octahedral complex. Okay. So in this way, the d orbitals are splitted into the 4 groups in the square planar complex. D orbitals are splitted into the 4 groups. Okay. So from the splitting pattern, it is clear that in square planar complexes, the d orbitals split into the 4 levels. The energy difference between the lowest degenerate pair, that is dxz dyz, and the highest dx square minus y square, called square planar splitting energy, and it is denoted by delta sp. So the value of the delta sp is larger than delta O. Okay, so in this way, in the square planar complexes, the d orbitals of the central metal ion are splitted, and crystal field splitting will be larger as compared to the octahedral complex and tetrahedral complex. Okay, as compared to the octahedral and tetrahedral complex. So in this way, in this lecture, we has been explained the crystal field splitting of d orbitals in square planar complexes. So understanding should be very important here. In the square planar complex, even though there are only 4 ligands, but the crystal field splitting will be greater. And this is because of the 4 ligands are very close to the metal. And which orbitals are there? Dx square minus y square orbital, who are directly lies in the direction, who are directly pointed in the direction of the ligands. And the dxy orbitals are also close to the dxy orbitals, are also nearer to the ligands. So their energy level will be increases. While the remaining orbitals such as dyz and dxz, the energy level goes down. Similarly, dz square orbital, the energy level goes down. So therefore, the crystal field splitting in the square planar complexes, it is totally different as compared to the octahedral and as compared to the distorted octahedral complex. So in this lecture, we has been discussed the crystal field splitting in the square planar complexes. Again, I would like to show to you this diagram. Crystal field splitting pattern in the square planar complexes. Dx square minus y square, highest energy level, dxz dyz, lowest energy level. Okay, so if you understand this diagram, the 4 ligands are very close to the metal. And which orbitals are here? The dx square minus y square orbital is here. And dxy orbitals who are very close to these ligands. While the orbitals which are having the z component, actually along the z axis there are no orbitals. So dz square orbital ultimately goes down. Let us show here, dz square orbital goes down here. So those orbitals who are having the z component, their energy level will be decreases. And those orbitals who are having the x and y component, their energy level will be increases here. So this is about the crystal field splitting of d orbitals in square planar complexes.